Hi everyone, Emma here. I'm doing a lot better. My hand is still sore, but it's definitely a lot better than it was even earlier today. So I'm going to see if I can put some beads on some memory wire. So yeah. So I took people's advice and put on a, I don't know what they call them, a wire stopper? They're for earring backs. So let's see if we can get, where's the beginning? And I did watch a bunch of the videos that people suggested, and it was really helpful. So one of the things that I think that Louisa from Misty Moon talks about is weighting the bottom so that it hangs down so it doesn't get in your way of your beading. But I don't have anything that I can think of to put on there that's weighted. So these beads are, this was a strand of beads from Michael's, and it all came together, and it was actually already strung like a bracelet. But I'm gonna go, it's beautiful. I really like it, the pattern, so I'm gonna go ahead. These are like halite. They look dirty. I think it's from the bead caps, but you're not going to see that part, so it should be fine. So I don't know if this will work on this, now that I think of it. It'll have to be like close together where the beads don't slide, so we'll see. But these bead caps are so beautiful. They're super light, so I suspect they're probably plastic and then coated with a metallic finish. Let's see the inside, if you can tell. It looks like, when I look at it, it looks like there's some, oh, that's just the reflection of my hand. I was going to say it looks like copper, but there's like a little pink reflection. That's my hand. Oh, yeah. These beads look kind of rough. Now that I wonder if I should put some nicer ones on. That's, you know what, let's, again, this whole idea is to just string and not to think about it. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. If I really, really like it, then I can always take it off and make sure I got the right ones here. I cannot believe how obsessed with beading I am. I think what it is, to be fair, it's not that I'm obsessed with beading, is I've been wanting to do bead weaving forever. I saw Gina from Bronze Pony do videos of tennis bracelets and different things, different bracelets like that, and I was just so amazed at the whole idea of bead weaving, and I thought, oh, I'll never be able to do it. But of course I you know, I'm always pretty positive, so I was like, oh, I'll just buy the supplies and try it. I'm sure I can figure it out. So, you know, you get busy with other stuff, and I never got around to it. I had the specific beads that I ordered exactly for her tutorial, and I had them sitting in a bin, and I finally did it. And now that I've done it, and then I did the right angle weave with Mila, and then with Gina for the memory wire one that I did on Monday. Now I'm like obsessed. I'm like, that's all I want to do. So that's probably what's going on today. So I was like, oh man, now that I'm feeling better, so this is looking pretty good. Well, I'm trying to think. I guess I go to about here. Yeah, I'll just keep going till there's none left. Okay. So one of these. So my wife got back from the dentist okay, and he didn't charge her, which was really super nice. And yeah, so she has to go back. I'm sure he'll retrieve his money in the next visit, but she has to have a implant put in and some bone graft and stuff like that. Yucky stuff. And I figured she would stop. Oh, I put that one in wrong. I figured she would stop at the grocery store and pick up storm chips. So I don't know. You guys have to tell me if you have storm chips where you live. So storm chips, as far as I know, is unique to Nova Scotia. And because we get so many storms, we're right on the coast, we get hammered quite a bit. So this kind of thing would happen. People, of course, go to the grocery stores and they stock up on stuff, food and whatnot. And one of the things they would stock up on is potato chips, like snack food. And so we started saying to each other, "Oh, did you get your storm chips?" And they, even to the point that on the news they do stories on storm chips and how like there's no chips left in the aisle, in the chip aisle. And then that's funny, I have one extra bead. So let's bring that down. Oh, that's pretty. So you know what? I think it needs, I should have put a, I have these awesome melon beads. These are really cool. I should have put one in the middle as the focal. Let's see if I can do my fancy trick that I learned. Not quite. Let's see if I wet my fingers a bit, if it'll work. There, yeah, look at that. So these are really cool. Yeah, so now they actually have a company makes chips they call storm chips. So yeah, my wife picked up some storm chips for us, which means I'm in day 2 of breaking keto. Which, you know what, with my hand being the way it is, I'm kind of okay with that. And if my wife wants to make me dinner and whatnot, I'm okay with that too. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know what? I'm wondering if I should do a different one. Like, intersperse them. Let's take these off. Now you know how obsessed I am if I'm doing this with one hand. You watch, I get it on, I'll be like, nah, I don't like it. I'm not too sure about that. I think maybe what it needs is some type of other spacer. And I have these. Actually, you know what? Instead of these ones that are kind of like the finish is wearing off on these, I should put these really nice ones, or I've got these guys. Yeah, that doesn't match. It's not matchy-matchy. I don't like those. I wonder I have extra bead caps. Is this open? Okay, if you know the trick to this, let me know. It works if your fingers are wet. Okay, so let's take that one off. Actually, let's take these off and put the new beads on. And I would say there might be enough in here. Look at that. Ooh, those are pretty. Nice and shiny. These are nice. I don't know. Maybe those are too small? Let me try it. Let's start with a big one and go small. How's that? Okay, so this one, I'm just going to put it to there and I'll check what it looks like. See, these are shiny and the others aren't, so I might not want it that way. There. But yeah, that's the right size. Do do do. Okay. I don't know about this. That looks kind of funny. And I feel like this needs a spacer of some sort. You're gonna think I'm crazy. I don't think this matches. Oh boy. Okay, I have some other turquoise beads. Let me check. Just 1 minute. I'm a silly girl. Do my fancy trick. Yay. Look at that. Just sitting here, my hand's starting to get sore. I guess I'm not over it entirely. These are nice. So I got these beads, these turquoise beads on eBay years ago. Okay, so let's grab these guys so I can kind of figure out if I like them or not. Let's try the spacer. I just love these. They're so beautiful. These, not spacers, they're bead caps. And then one of these teeny tiny. Okay, so they really don't match. And I think these are too big for that bead. Okay. I still feel like I like the way this looks, but I think it needs something. So I'm going to pause this and I'm going to find something perfect for this. Okay, so I managed to find, I'm going to try and talk loud. I know sometimes I get really low. Okay, so this is what I came up with. So these here are pony beads. And I made a stretch bracelet with them. We can get better light on there. So I made a stretch bracelet with them. I only have a few left, so I think it's perfect for this. And I have, let's see if I can show you without spilling this. I have a ton of spacers and bead caps, so I was able to find one that matched. And then I was thinking I want to do like maybe a pendant or a dangle, something kind of in the middle. And I was like, oh, I wonder what kind of focal bead I have. I'm like, wait a minute, you just ordered a massive haul. So I think one of those and one of those side by side, and they kind of match. So we'll figure out once we get to that point what spacers to use. But in the meantime, we're going to put a few of these guys on. So I need a shiny bead. And then I need this guy. One of these guys. Oh, put it the right way. And then another shiny one. And okay, I need these little bead caps. So one of those. And one of these guys. These, I love these. I could never remember the name of them, but I remember now. They're pony beads. Why do they call them pony beads? Does anybody know? That looks amazing. Wow. I love the red with the turquoise. It's so gorgeous. Okay, so these guys are pretty big. So I think one more. I'm trying to think the size of the bracelet. So if that's maybe one more of these, and then we'll put the two. I put the wrong beads here. Just realized. I'm not going to worry about it. If I have to, I'll slide it off the other side. But I am not going to worry. Oh, my hand's hurting. Okay, so one of these guys. These. So yeah, it's gotten super quiet. I guess the storm is passing over us. So it might get crazy before too long. That's pretty. Okay, so let's get these guys. See if I can cut that somehow. Where are my clippers? That's the best way to do it, I think. Try not to bust the beads. It's so funny. I never do it like this. I'm so organized. But there's not much I can do about it right now. Why is that not cutting? Probably because I've damaged my nippers so bad. Here we go. Oh, there's beads everywhere. These are so gorgeous. Oh. Okay, so let's see how we should separate these guys. Now, the good thing about these bead caps that I bought, here, let's make some room so we can see what we're doing here. So, is they have some really weird shapes too, so we could probably this would be cool. Oh, it matches. If I could bend it a bit to bend it over, but I would need both hands for that. So maybe just a spacer bead. I wonder, these are like really bright. If that would be too bright for that. Or I should go with these guys. Actually, you can't tell that much. So let's go with the dull ones. Where am I here? Okay, so put one of those on. There's a little sharp edge on the end of this, and it's hooking onto my finger, so that's why I'm like struggling here. Ooh, that's a bit tight because it's on a curve, so. Okay, the storm's starting up again. Yeah, that one's getting stuck. Try a different one. It might be this sharp piece that's getting hooked. Just, all these look like the holes are nice and big. That should work. It's weird. These ones are not going on. Right? Let's see if I can. I'm sure somebody out there is going, just try this, Emma. You're not saying it loud enough. I can't hear you. This one looks like the hole is pretty big and it wants to go in. Oh, this is... Oh, there we go. I don't want to push it in too hard because I've done that where I've busted it. These are so delicate. There. Oh, that makes sense. So if you straighten it, it goes on. See, I finally heard you. Oh my gosh. You guys must think, what is she doing? Heavens to Murgatroyd. Okay, now we need a shiny bead. I'm leaning my elbow into my tray of those tiny little daisy spacers. You know what's going to happen. I've got a sweater on. I'm going to lift up my elbow and all of the daisy spacers are going to be stuck to my elbow. I'm a hot mess. I am. Okie dokie. Let's get one of these little beads. And then we need the lovely bead caps. These are so cute. I ordered these individually. I got some golds and some, trying to remember which bead I'm going for. Yeah, I got some gold and some silver. They're really cute. Okay, and then I think I need one more of the other. Oh no, two more. Another whole set. So, one of these. Wow, these are gorgeous. I wish I'd have ordered more of those. So I was just looking at Jill Wiseman's video that she shot on her phone about her garage sale that she's having. And I'm getting excited and nervous at the same time. Nervous because I know I'm going to be breaking the bank for this one. But it's all check glass beads. I can't help myself. And so is anybody else going to participate? It's October 17th. Or have they ever participated in a garage sale before? I'm a little concerned that I won't be able to get stuff. Okay, so I'm just checking. Okay, I need another red. So I need two of these guys. And a pony bead. And then another one of these. Is there no hole in this one? I'm going to get another one. It looked like it had a hole, but it might be just I'm struggling with my hand here. And another shiny bead. Okay. And then these guys. So now I feel better about this because initially I just love these bead caps, but the fact that I bought it and it was already a bracelet, I was like, well, am I really making a bracelet if I'm just taking it off of their strand to put on mine? So, let me see. Let's see if this is big enough. I'm trying to get it all. Because, yeah, so this is, I ran into this the other day. You see how much space there is? I think I need to go a little further. Especially if I want to close it. So I think what I'll do is put one more of the red ponies on each end, and this way I can take these faded beads off. So I need some of these bead caps. And some tiny shiny beads. And let me put one of these ear ring stoppers. This is the part that's really hard for me to do because it's amazing, you know, the surgeon talked about the surgery and not wanting to do it on me because you lose strength in your thumb. I was like, I'd be fine. I'm sure I could build up strength. You know, I'm an athlete, so that's what I'm thinking. Can you see? I have no power at all. I'm trying and trying to get this on. And it's like I can't hold it between my fingers. There we go. Spin it on. Okay. Let's just turn this around, make it easier. Oh, that hurt. Just gonna slide this whole thing off. Okay, so I need to get these guys ready. Shiny bead. Then a bead cap. A disc. Hand sore. And one of these shiny beads. And then one of these bead caps. I am spoiled. Are you guys surprised? Oh my gosh. That's the only way to describe it. Yeah. Oh well. You know what? We all deserve to be spoiled. It's not a bad thing. Okay, now what did I put? So I just put the basic on the other side. So let's see where this takes us and make sure that's on good. Okay. And let me try this on. Got little scratches on my hand from the wire. Ooh, that was coming off. I'm trying to push it forward. Oh, I know why it's not going. It's those beads here. Thank you guys for being patient here. This is kind of awkward. So I'm just seeing where it lands on my wrist. I have a really tiny wrist. So, but there, so I could easily put a loop. I can't do it today, but put a loop. And if I felt like it needed it, which it kind of doesn't, I could put a clasp. And one of the hints that somebody mentioned was a magnetic clasp. So that's an awesome idea. You guys are going to be annoyed with me. I think I'm going to try and turn this. Get it going. I want to finish it. I don't like not finishing stuff. So let's see. I did order the one-step looper, so that should be coming soon. And somebody mentioned looping outward. And you know what? I have another barrel tool, I guess it's called. This guy. This one might work better. I don't know if I can do this. Oh, there's the first problemo. Scoochie. Tranquille. That's probably too big of a loop. Try this one. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm sliding it down to the other way. Not good. So that worked. Oh, that's massive though. You know what? I need to clip that and start over. Oh, yeah. But that worked really well. That was a lot easier. So let's get rid of this guy. Didn't see that. No, look away. Okay, that's gonna slide off. I should put my cap on there. Get a new one. Oh, I think my wife's coming. I'm in trouble. She's like, what are you doing? Why are you using your hand? Oh, because I can. Okay, let's do this quick before she barges in. I know she's standing outside my doors listening. She's a sneaky sneak. Yeah, this tool is a lot easier to use. Wow. That's pretty terrible, but okay, let's bring these guys. I might leave a bit because I have a feeling I'm gonna have to cut. So this is the problem with this finger. So it doesn't look too bad, but it gets jammed on the joint. Okay, when I start using it. Oh, there is, I must have lost some already. Yeah, that's not good. Let's take this off and add back what we lost. So we need a bead cap. Why didn't you guys tell me? Oh, wrong way. Wrong way, Emma. We're going the wrong way. Do you remember that line from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? John Candy is driving on the highway, and he's on the highway heading the wrong way. And like he's on the wrong side of the highway. And people are driving by him yelling out their window, "You're going the wrong way." He's like, how do they know where I'm going? That's probably one of my all-time favorite movies. That and Christmas Vacation. They're so funny. He was amazing. It's very sad. Okay, there. And this way. Oops. And these guys. Perfecto. Okay, let me. Yeah, I'm going to leave a space. Is that going to be enough to redo that? You know what? I'm just going to push it all the way down. And if I have to, I'll just put a new piece of wire. It's so inexpensive. So let's go to about here. And I keep wanting to use my other hand. Not gonna happen. I have no clue what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'll definitely be recutting these. Look at, oh, you didn't see that. Okay, so let's try this on. It's very light, so I think it does need a clasp, but there's just enough room. So I think we can put a, that is so beautiful. We can put a magnet. I'm just dying to use the magnets that I bought. Let me see if I put them, I may have put them away, which is usually the case. Okay, one sec. Okay, this is a bit of a mess. I should move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay. The magnet stuck to it. Let's get these. I may not be able to put this on now that I think of it. Hold it like that. See if I can get this on. I think my wife would describe this as being stubborn. I forget sometimes how bad I am for stuff like this, where it's like I should be resting, but I'm like, okay, I just need to finish this one thing. This is gonna pop off. Where is it? Let's see what I'm doing here. Ah, got it. Awesome. Interesting trick when you're doing magnetic clasp, and I never even thought of this till somebody, I can't claim it was my bright idea, is to leave the clasp together, and even if like if you're attaching it to an end of a bracelet, so say you're doing bead weaving and you have to attach it at the beginning or something, take a spare from another set and attach it. And that way it's not going to get all hooked in your tools or your wires. That needs to be closed, like squeezed shut. It's going to come apart here. My nail got stuck in it. Let's see if I can squeeze it. There. Perfect. Oh, look at what it's doing. It's pulling it in because it's all magnetic. So I don't know. We'll see how that works on my wrist, and if it's too funky, then I might switch it out. But actually, it's not too bad. There it is. So let's see if I can show you this lovely bracelet. So there you go. That is awesome. That turned out really nice. That's wild. Well, thank you so much for kind of hanging in there with me. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all your well wishes, and hopefully my hand will be a lot better tomorrow. It's still pretty swollen. Yeah. So it's not a cortisone shot, it's a hyaluronic acid, and it's supposed to help the cartilage, stimulate cartilage growth. And it's supposed to last longer than steroid injection. So hopefully it works and it'll all be worth it in the long run, and I can avoid surgery. That would be awesome. Thank you all, and take care, and I'll keep you posted on the storm. Bye for now.